My name is Madeline Bettencourt. I am the Cerritos College Esthetician Instructor. Today I will be demonstrating the Esthetician State Board practical exam portion of the hair removal of the eyebrow section of this examination. Remember, slight variations in technique may occur depending on teaching methods. All verbal instructions will be read as if they would at State Board. The room setup will be different at State Board than it is in this setup. I'll be demonstrating the hair removal of the eyebrows. This section is not timed. The examiner will instruct each candidate individually to demonstrate the procedure. So first, the examiner will give you verbal instructions for setup. They will read, "You have 2 minutes to remove the supplies from your kit for the hair removal of the eyebrow section of this examination. Please do not begin any procedures until the verbal instructions have been read and you are instructed to begin. You may begin setup." So at this portion, when you begin setup, your 2 minutes, you sanitize your hands. Always start by sanitizing your hands. You go to that second shelf underneath and find the bag that says tweezing and waxing. In that shelf also, you find the bag with the blue SMA towels. You remove one of those blue SMA towels. Zip up the bag and replace back on that shelf. Open the bag that says tweezing and waxing. Remove all of your necessary bottles here. So you have antiseptic, water, powder, cooling gel. You have this that says your wax strips and your wax and your application tools. You have cuppies. You have some eye pads. Spatula, tweezers. You have gloves. You have cotton. You may never stick your hand in the bag unless you're pouring everything out of the bag. You have your spatula and you remove cotton this way. Zip up the bag that says tweezing and waxing, and you can set that back on your lower shelf. When you're satisfied with your setup, sanitize your hands and step back. The examiner will then read you your verbal instructions. You will now perform the hair removal of the eyebrow section of this examination. You will be instructed individually to demonstrate the tweezing and soft wax procedure. Do not demonstrate hair removal until instructed. You will be observed for client protection, safety, and infection control procedures. The examiner will repeat these instructions, and then they will instruct you to begin preparation. When they state to begin preparation, you sanitize your hands. Remember, always sanitize your hands first. And you apply your gloves. I always like to apply my gloves over my SMA just in case I drop one. I can pick it right back up. Okay. Sanitize. I am ready to go. So like the instructions read, you will be instructed individually to demonstrate the hair removal section of this examination. And so the instructor will come to each candidate and they will read first, "Please demonstrate the tweezing procedure." Once you hear the "please demonstrate the tweezing procedure," you can take an iPad, apply a little water so it'll stick. Make sure you close your bottle and you always pour over your trash bag. Once you apply your iPad, what you want to do is apply antiseptic to the eyebrow. So take a piece of cotton, find the bottle that says antiseptic, always pouring over your trash bag, put some antiseptic on there. Close the bottle always. Apply antiseptic. Take your tweezers, piece of cotton, put the cotton around your finger like a little ring. And you want to make this look as realistic as possible. Grasp one hair, tweeze, and apply to your cotton. Grasp another hair, tweeze in the direction of hair growth, and apply to the cotton. And do that a handful of times. Now, you can do this about 6 times maybe, or until the instructor says to stop. Usually they'll signal you to stop though. Okay? Once you complete that, remove your little cotton ring with your hairs on it. Throw it away. Your tweezers need to go in that box that says instruments to be disinfected that is placed on your lower shelf. So they go inside that box. Okay? And then you're going to grab another piece of cotton, apply antiseptic to it, and you're going to wipe that area. Put that away, throw your iPad, away, and apply hand sanitizer and step back and wait for further instruction. So next, what you're going to do is the examiner will instruct you to please demonstrate the soft wax procedure. Okay, so once you hear that, what you want to do is come back, sanitize your hands. You want to take another iPad here and apply a little bit of water so it'll stick. Make sure you do so over your trash bag and shut the lid on the water. Make sure you do the opposite eye. Do not wax the eyebrow area that you just tweezed. Once you have your iPad on the eye, what you want to do is apply some antiseptic to clean the area. Clean the area. You want to apply what State Board calls absorbent material. This is basically powder to remove any moisture. Now you can do this 2 ways. You can put it in the palm of your hand. Make sure you pour over your trash bag. Shut the lid. And then apply with cotton. Or you can apply it directly to the cotton. So once you have your absorbent material on your powder, you want to make sure you test the temperature of the wax. So remove the lid from the wax. And you want to test the temperature on your inner wrist. You can throw the testing strip away and remove the wax. Throw the strip away. Okay. So once the temperature is okay, you want to apply the simulated wax product to the eyebrow area. So take a little bit of that product, replace the lid on the wax, apply it in the direction of the hair growth. Evenly, make sure it looks as realistic as possible. Throw that spatula away. You want to put the strip on there, on the eyebrow. Smooth it a few times, not back and forth, just in the direction of the hair growth. Hold the skin taut, so make sure you hold it nice and tight without slack, as if it were real, and pull direct in the direct opposite direction of the hair growth. Pull back. All right, and you can apply a little bit of pressure, throw that strip away. All right. You want to next take a little bit of cotton, apply that after wax gel, that post-epilation product. Shut the lid on the product. Smooth it over the eyebrow area. And you want to take antiseptic. Always pour over your trash bag. Shut the lid. And apply antiseptic right over. Throw that cotton away. You can throw eye pad away. Sanitize your hands as you're finished. Step back, and the examiner will not instruct you to clean up your area, so it's your job to clean up your area. So first thing you want to do after you signal you're done, by sanitizing your hands and stepping back, take off your gloves. Throw those gloves in the trash. Pick up the same bag from that lower shelf that says tweezing and waxing. What you want to do is all items, like your bottles, your product, your wax, you want to put back in the bag. Zip up the bag, all disposable items. Roll up in your blue SMA towel and throw away. Make sure your bag is zipped. Replace this on your shelf, on your lower shelf. Sanitize your hands, and that is probably one of the most efficient ways to clean up. And you've completed the hair removal portion of this State Board esthetician examination.